Imagine waking up, scrolling through your feed, and feeling instantly pulled into outrage, fear, or the desperate need for likes. That pull is not random. It is designed. Platforms today run on what could be called the emotional algorithm, a system that amplifies content not because it is true, not because it is balanced, but because it provokes your strongest emotions. This algorithm rewires the brain, teaching it to crave emotional spikes instead of calm reflection. And while you think you are in control, it is quietly shaping the way you think, feel, and even vote. This is not the first time humanity has faced something like this. Ancient philosophers like Plato warned that crowds could be swayed more by emotion than reason, and he feared what he called the tyranny of the masses. Centuries later, Nietzsche described how resentment and outrage could become the driving force of entire cultures. And today, the platforms we use every day have turned these old warnings into coded reality, running on lines of software designed to trigger you over and over again. Think of history's examples. The printing press spread knowledge but also unleashed waves of fear, propaganda, and religious wars. Radio and television changed politics forever by rewarding the most emotional voices. Now social media takes it further, not just broadcasting emotion but tailoring it to you personally, 24 hours a day, every time you open your phone. The emotional charge has become addictive. Outrage is rewarded with attention. Fear keeps you scrolling. Validation through likes and hearts makes you return for another hit. And slowly, rational thought and balanced judgment are drowned out by the constant stimulation of the emotional feed. Here is the dangerous part: this does not just change what you consume, it changes who you are. Neuroscience shows that the more we trigger fear and anger, the more those pathways dominate our brains. It is like going to the gym, but instead of building strength, you are building outrage. The algorithm is not just selling ads. It is shaping human consciousness at scale. And yet, history also shows us something else. Humans have always adapted to new media. Socrates feared that writing would weaken memory. It did, but it also expanded knowledge. Newspapers once drove sensationalism, but eventually people learned to read critically. The same must happen now. We cannot turn off technology, but we can reclaim our agency within it. Philosophers from Marcus Aurelius to Hannah Arendt remind us of the discipline of awareness. Marcus practiced daily reflection to guard against being swept away by emotion. Arendt warned about thoughtlessness, the danger of letting external forces decide how we think. Today, their lessons are not abstract. They are survival strategies. If you do not claim your own mind, the emotional algorithm will claim it for you. Looking forward, the future splits in two directions. In one, platforms continue unchecked, optimizing more powerfully for outrage and fear, feeding polarization until societies break apart. In the other, people wake up to the hidden architecture of their attention, demanding transparency, building tools that nourish deeper thinking, and designing digital spaces that elevate conversation instead of tearing it down. The choice is not only technological. It is personal. It is about how you choose to interact, what you reward with your clicks, and whether you let your nervous system be hijacked by someone else's code. So here is the invitation. The next time you feel the rush of anger, the pull of fear, or the high of validation when you scroll, pause. Ask yourself, is this my authentic response, or is it the algorithm playing my emotions like strings on a violin? That simple awareness is the first step to freedom. The second is practice. Choose moments of silence. Choose long form over short bursts. Choose reflection over reaction. Because in the end, the emotional algorithm is only as powerful as the attention we feed it. If you are ready to reclaim your mind in the age of emotional manipulation, subscribe to our channel. Here, we explore not just the problems of technology and society, but the pathways to wisdom, balance, and sovereignty in a time of constant noise. You have more power than the algorithm wants you to believe. The question is, will you use it?